The Kettenkrad, and not a whole lot to report. I'm still on track duty, and I've got half the track done for the other side. And as you can see, I got it lined there. I still got to pull the other half off the sprue, and then finish that up. Probably should have it done by the end of the week, and then we can get that on the Kettenkrad itself, and then we can start doing some more of the fun stuff. I do sand a little bit each day. Still a little rough there. I'll get that sanded smooth, and then we can continue on. But I want to get the track on, get that glued on, so everything will be secured. The pads here, I occasionally, when I glue them on, I basically tack them on, and most of the time they stay, but some of them do want to fall off. So that's also why I want to get the track on, get everything glued on, and that way everything will be secured on the model. The bird of prey, I am down to decals and final weathering, and put the wing decal. I think they're supposed to be kind of over here a little bit. I don't really care for it, because to me, if the decal is over here, there's if you can see some wires, I think it interferes with it, so I always stick it over just a little bit. It makes mine a little bit different, and you know, it's not necessarily wrong. It is science fiction, but I did get the one on the side, whatever little decal there on. I will get the other side on. But one thing I want to share everyone, because a lot of people ask, and that's Future. You don't have to have a airbrush to use Future. You can take you a nice, good, soft, flat brush. Do you a little dab of Future in a palette there, and you can just dip it, and you can brush on the Future, and you'll get you a nice high gloss. I don't know if you can actually see it where it's shiny right here. That way you don't have to, you know, spray the whole entire mod. It's not like you're doing a car or something that's got a lot of decals, which you need the whole surface to be painted with Future. But you can take a brush, do a spot, put your decal on, and then you know, clear coat it with either a clear or a flat coat. But anyway, that's an easy way to do it. I know sometimes that's not really mentioned in videos or tutorials on how to brush on Future, and just keep your brush clean with water so the bristles are real soft, and you'll be good to go. But anyway, getting that on, the decals are a little thick. I really the film on here is it's a little thicker on the sides. You kind of have to trim it down. I didn't do it on this one, if you can actually see it maybe in the light. But that's okay. I'm going to take some I'll take some dark grime here, and I'll go around it and hide it, and then do a little airbrushing. So if there's any silvering at all, I'll from the bigger side of the decal, I'll cover it up. But anyway, getting close to being done, taking the shape, doing a little bit of painting on the bottom here. Just doing different panels, did a little making the torpedo launcher a little metallic gray, and just a little bit here and there, just doing stuff onto it. So hopefully we'll get this done, hopefully by the weekend, so we can fly it across the workbench. But anyway, we'll get there. The TV8, I did get a second coat of olive drab on. One thing I am going to do is do the track, and basically I'm going to take MIG's dark track, and then not really going to paint it metallic gray. I'm basically going to dry brush it metallic gray, if that makes sense. And then I want to get the basically the track color on, and then I want to take a little bit of pigment and some binder. And I'm not going to do mud. I want to do dirt between the tracks. That way it'll blend in all the if the imperfections that was up here on the front, where the gap is, or the tulip is on the track, and we'll be good to go. And that'll be pretty much getting close to being done too. I'm going to try to find a decal for it. If I can't, we'll probably have to jump that bridge later on. I got to paint the bottom here. I was kind of not really. I don't know if they'd actually paint the. I know they'd paint the whole thing, but I wondered right through here, you know, it'd be a little more wear. You know, if it's actually a operational tank, and not necessarily, you know, would they paint it all separate, or would they, you know, paint it assembled? But anyway, I'll probably shoot a little bit more right here once, just to make it all even. But anyway, we got a little more to go on the TVA. The female tank, it's almost done. I went ahead and added some mud on the back of the wheels there, trying to dirty up the little trailer on the back here. Still got to add a few more weathering powders on there and do some a little bit of dry brushing. But anyway, I think it's taking pretty good shape on it. I didn't go over too much mud on the track here. I wanted to. I always like to keep it minimum. Did a lot of pigment powders just on the track with the mud. Kind of did a little mixing, makes it a little more, I think, more realistic looking, and dulled it down. I just think it looks decent that way. But anyway, hopefully, I'm going to try to get this one done by the weekend so I can get it off the bench. Got to do a little cleanup, and I got to take it to its new home. So that'll probably be in about a week. Quickly on the warhammers, I didn't get too much painting done, but I did get the flesh on the two scoundrel people here, and I got to go back in with some tulip. I don't know if you can actually see it, but on his hand there, when I got it glued on, there's a gap. I'm gonna have to go in and do some tulip, and just to blend his hand to his wrist. So I got to do that. But what I went ahead and did is just I went ahead and got all the flesh on there, and just give me a little bit of a start doing the base coat. I got to do a couple more passes, and then I can start painting the clothes, get all the basics on, and hopefully get that accomplished by this end of the week. But anyway, I still got to do washes on Warhammer Fabio, and we'll be just got to just sit down and do it. I'm trying to get the base coats on the figures, and then I'll go back in and probably do washes on not all three, but at the same time I always like to do if you got to do a bunch of washes on the item, do it all at one whack. Or if you got to paint blue, try to get all your blues done. That's just the way I operate. But anyway, the Vandiver car, I got a second coat of yellow on, and we are pretty good and rich looking. So what I'm going to probably do is probably tomorrow I'm going to do one more coat and let that sit for the week, and then the weekend I'm going to probably start. Let me see if I got I think I pulled it up. Yeah, right there. That's what it's going to look like painted. So what I'm going to do is I'll mask off the black bottom part on the car there, and then for the red stripe, I haven't decided. I may paint it, or I'm going to try to find a pinstripe. So I know you can get it. It's like a pinstripe tape, and I'll do the red pinstripe that way. I think that'll probably be easier, but I need to go talk to the hobby store or look online and try to get it. So anyway, that's where I stand on it. I'm going to put one more coat down, and we should be rich, vibrant yellow, and we'll be ready to start painting. So probably I'll probably do the one more coat, and then we'll I just got to let it sit since it is enamel. There's going to be a little rough spot right here. I'm going to try to I don't really want to sand it. Sometimes if I ever sand enamel paint, I never can get the finish back right. It's not too bad. I think once I get the another coat on here, it should cover it, and once I get the stripe on there, I think it will hide it, and shouldn't be too bad. Plus, once I get future on it, it'll smooth it out because it'll be a nice candy cover on it, so we'll be good. to go. One thing I did find when I was digging through, I've been cleaning up, digging through parts and stuff. I did find some actual, these are dollhouse miniatures, but they're actual model boxes that you could make like a paper model out of, and that's the Fearless and the Suffolk. So about, I think I got these like in 2001 maybe, so that's been a long time ago. And there was a hobby store here in town that had a man and wife. Basically it was a mom and pop shop. The man's side had the models and the woman's side had the doll houses, and so I'd always go in, look through the models, and I'd always go on her side, look through the dollhouse stuff, because she always had diorama stuff, I thought, for models. And she had this, and I thought, man, I gotta have this. And so I picked it up. So I'm going to, I will add that to the art, because I think that's just cool. It is little mini model boxes. So that will be added to the art in an art update video. So anyway, that's what I've got going on today. There's my assistant. Likes to hang out on the modeling chair and the drying photography section. The Warhammer figures, we're slowly but surely we're getting them painted. Painting the Jim Diver car. Trying to finish up the female tank. Painting the TV-8. Decal duty on the BOP. And we are still doing track duty on the Kettenkrad. So that's what I've got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.